Let's start with a few basic questions to define our parameters. They're going to sound silly at first, but
Yeah.
just go with them. Are you free if you are forced to wear a hijab 100% of the time?
What the hijab is? So
What is the hijab?
hijab.
The headscarf in modern
No,
Muslim
no,
society
no.
is
You
Muslim.
include everything, not that the head is. Then the name is like shyness, maybe is mahjub, and hijab is something that protects you from your shyness or something like this. This is the words coming from.
So a hijab is more than just a scarf that goes around your head?
Yeah. Like this big fabric can be black.
Well, yeah, the burqa that covers everything, right? That's more than...
This is also part of the hijab. You know, hijab is the thing, the fabric that cover the woman's body. We don't have a hijab for men's because in the Islam there is no shame for the men's.
Right.
So it's shame.
We're shameless.
Yeah,
The gender. Yeah.
Women are
Shame.
shameful. So we need to protect this shame,
Okay.
and the name is hijab.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to describe a hijab in the most basic terms possible to prove a point. Let's just forget about hijabs for a second and talk about headscarves, like the thing on your head right now. What would you call
Your
that?
idea? You want to say your...
I'm trying to, by asking a series of absurdly basic and obvious questions, arrive at a non-obvious conclusion. So, what is the thing on your head right now? What would you call that?
scarf,
Let's just call it a headscarf.
head scarf. Yeah.
Would you be a free human being if I forced you to wear that 100% of the time?
What don't work?
Would you be a free human being if I forced you to wear that headscarf 100% of the time?
Because of what?
Because I have a fucking gun to your head and I'll shoot you if you don't. I'll murder your whole family if you don't wear that 100% of the time. Would you consider that a case of force?
Yeah. It's not true.
Yeah, okay, so you would not be free
Yeah,
if I did that,
yeah.
right? So this is one of those obvious questions I was talking about, right?
I would say they took my freedom.
Yeah, and I notice I have not even said whether like freedom is inherently good or bad. I love freedom, I hate freedom. I'm simply trying to describe what freedom
Yeah.
is through some really obvious examples. So we can all agree you would not be free if I forced you to wear a scarf on your head 100% of the time, right? What if I only forced you to wear it 50% of the time? Would you be free then?
No, definitely.
Okay, what if I only forced you to wear it 1% of the time? Just once in a while, 2 days a year.
1 second is even if somebody asks, they took my freedom for 1 second.
Okay, so freedom has something to do with just forcing you to do something in principle, regardless of the amount or what the action itself is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you're right. No one should be forced to wear a headscarf. From now on, I will never force any of you to wear a headscarf in my house. In fact, if you wear a headscarf in my house, I'll fucking kill you. Headscarves are banned. Are you free now?
No, I can.
Why? This is my question of you.
Why?
Why you don't let me to wear hijab? Is it your policy?
Because I decided. And I will murder your whole family in front of you if I catch you wearing a headscarf.
And are we in your private house or are we in a public? Imagine not in private house because in
In your own house.
Huh?
In your own house. If you're wearing a headscarf in your own house, I will send men with guns in to kidnap your family and murder them.
So if you force me to not wear this or hijab, not
No,
headscarf.
headscarf. We're just talking about headscarves.
Oh, headscarf.
Yeah.
If you
right?
if you
You
force me to not to take out this, you are catching or taking my freedom. Actually, in my
So, what if I only ban you from wearing headscarves 1% of the time? Like you can wear a headscarf almost any time you want, but a few times I'll kill you if you wear a headscarf.
no 1 second even without any specific reason.
Uh-huh.
Any specific reason is you are taking my hijab.
Okay. So,
Wearing or not wearing is not the problem. The problem is force.
Okay.
Have
So it's not the scarf that's the problem. It's not whether or not you are wearing one. It is the circumstances under which you arrived at the choice to wear a headscarf or not. Okay, thank you for saving us an hour of discussion to get to that non-obvious conclusion. So when you ask me a question like, is it wrong for women to wear hijabs
in Europe.
in Iran, or in Armenia, or in America, or in Canada, or in Australia, or in China? What fucking difference does it make what country they're in?
Headscarf or hijab?
What difference does it make?
The difference is like the people with hijab torched, raped, and killed the Iranians.
Okay.
It's the same as you cannot have the SS sign in Germany because there is a bad history
Okay.
about the SS in Germany.
If I force you to wear an SS sign 100% of the time in Germany, are you free?
Force me?
Yes, I will kill your family if you do not wear an SS sign.
It was something that Hitler did, so it was not, he took the free.
And if I ban you from wearing an SS sign 100% of the time, are you free? I will murder your whole family if you wear an SS sign.
Murder, arrest.
No, I will either one. What difference does it make?
No, you can arrest a thief because they are taking your. Is a thief?
I didn't say anything about you stealing the SS sign. I simply said wearing one.
No.
Maybe you made it yourself. Maybe you bought it from
Yeah.
the
But
store.
where? In Germany or in a country which, if is it like Armenia, they don't have a specific
If
history.
in America I kill your family because you wear an SS sign, are you free?
No, in America it's different. Can you wear?
How is it different? What does he explain it?
Can you in America have an state or a city or a village by the name of the King of Britain? Is it possible to have this in America?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
I want to say, the history of America has an enemy. And your enemy was Britain.
I feel like you're taking a lot of trouble to avoid answering my question.
No, I want to say, every topic is like you have a problem with sugar and wheat and white rice, but I don't have.
Okay.
So the white rice for me and for you is two.
We have different dietary preferences,
So
okay?
if somebody make a rice for me, although they know Iran always like Chinese, every day we have rice, we don't care. Is it the same as you, which it's not good your for
Is
his?
somebody putting a gun to my head and forcing me to eat it?
Huh?
Is somebody putting a gun to my head and forcing me to eat it?
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Even me, which I
If I'm sitting right here and someone forces me to eat white rice that I don't want to eat or white sugar that I don't want to eat, it's wrong, right?
Yeah.
And if I move 2 feet over here, the same thing happens, it's still wrong, right?
Yeah.
And if I do the same thing again 2 feet over, is it still wrong?
Definitely.
Okay, so at what point of me changing location does it suddenly become right?
Borders and history.
Letters in history.
Why you have borders in America? What is the city? Washington, I think the state which is touching Canada.
Washington, D.C.
No, Washington.
Or no, Washington State, yeah.
Yeah. The difference is between liberty and democracy. Democracy without liberty, because they are under the control of Britain, and democracy with liberty, which is America.
Okay, I feel like you haven't
But the
answered my
mountains
question.
and the wolves and the nature and the trees probably are the same.
Am I a free person if somebody threatens to kill me if I wear an SS sign in America?
No, of course.
Am I a free person if I wear an SS sign and someone threatens to kill me in Germany?
Are you a free person if they did? What?
I asked the exact same question.
Yes,
This replaces the word America with Germany.
Yes. What was it?
Am I a free person if someone threatens to kill me for doing something, variable X, blank, fill in the blank with whatever you want, in any place?
Yeah, I would say I don't know. I prefer to.
At what point does it become acceptable or somehow included in the definition of freedom for you to get to decide and force upon me what I should or should not do?
Yes. But like you are generalizing a topic two different histories. And my
So yes, tell me what the difference is.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to give me a clear-cut answer. What is the difference?
the difference is like, for me, a person who forced me to or give me just eggs is which I don't like or is I have allergic to eggs is different with a person which don't have. So the person who don't have or don't
Since somebody give you eggs or force you to eat eggs?
give me eggs.
No one is forcing you to eat eggs.
What is the
So this person, I just said, hey, I have some eggs. Would you like some?
No.
And you being an idiot say, yes, please let me eat these things I'm
What
allergic
if
to.
you mix the egg with the cakes and everything, and definitely I cannot understand.
Someone lies to you and tricks you.
Yeah. It's forcing, but it's not clear.
Okay, so we'll get to deception or manipulation, but that wasn't part of the question I asked you, is it?
Yeah. Okay. One more time. I threw the question.
I'm deliberately making this as stupid as possible to get an easy answer. A man with a gun points it at your head and says, Amir, if you wear an SS sign, I will shoot you in the head. Are you free?
No, I am not free.
Okay, so we've established one obvious case of non-freedom, the opposite of freedom, right? So now, in any more nuanced case, or maybe it's not exactly clear, we simply have to ask what variables have changed that might make it freedom or not freedom, right?
Yeah, but in this case, somebody took the freedom of the SS and Hitler. So Hitler actually lost his freedom in your case.
What?
Hitler,
Hitler is dead.
yeah, but Hitler and his soldiers after the war
Yes.
lost their freedom because they couldn't wear SS. Yeah?
Okay, so that would be an example of if somebody threatens to kill you for
A lot of people killed them, like American killed them, the Russians, the French, a lot of people killed and took the freedom of the SS
okay.
because they wear that. Or I would say pure freedom or moral freedom. For example, if we want to have pure freedom, it means like Hitler can kill everybody, SS can, yeah.
Or Hitler's killing people, then those people obviously aren't free, are they? Assuming they don't want to die. If they wanted to die, then it wouldn't be murder, it would just be euthanasia.
But even after the war, when the war stopped, nobody could wear the SS things because all the Western and the Russians and all the allies against the Germany forced them or killed them by wearing SS. So actually they lost the pure freedom, the SS, because of the moral freedom. And the excuse, they don't let them, American for example, they don't let the people, Germans in Berlin, West Berlin, they didn't let them to wear SS sign. It was like because it was against the moral freedom.
You're using the word freedom in completely unrelated ways.
Like-
Does moral freedom have to do with anything?
Morality.
No, you just mean generally what people want. That's what you mean when you say moral freedom.
Okay.
You will be offended if they wear the SS sign. That's what you mean, basically. So therefore, we will force them not to wear the SS.
Yes. And they took their freedom.
Right, but you calling that moral freedom confuses what freedom means.
Okay, so sorry, I made it in my.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I mean the freedom by morality, and not freedom by.
freedom by consensus, by popular demand. In other words, democracy, what the majority of people want.
I don't know what the democracy is actually because.
Democracy is majority rule. The rules are made by the majority.
Okay, but majority can be Germans, which helped Hitler. Or majority can the Russian help Stalin, or any majority can be a
It
Muslim.
doesn't say that the majority has to be right or virtuous or fair or anything like that. It just means whatever the majority of people want is what will be enforced upon the minority who doesn't want it.
It
That's
was
it.
the best describe of democracy I ever described.
Yes.
Yeah, I ever heard.
Advocates for democracy have some kind of inherent bias where they think that somehow the majority is inclined toward making good decisions. right? That's the thinking behind it. That if most people agree on it, it's most likely to be the right thing to do. And that's so stupid. It's such a stupid idea.
In democracy, we can not have freedom because majority decide to not have freedom.
What would freedom be?
Freedom, like
If the majority is that the popular consensus is enforced upon whatever dissenting minority doesn't agree with it. So we've already established that that's not freedom, because that's an example of if you do this thing I don't want to do, I'll kill you, right? Or if you don't do this thing I do want you to do, I'll kill you. That's not freedom, right? We've established that. Doesn't matter if it's wearing a headscarf or an SS sign or a hijab. Anything, doesn't matter. Fill in the blank. X variable. If you don't do this thing I want you to do, I will kill you. If you do this thing I don't want you to do, I will kill you. Both of those are force under any possible circumstances, right? We've got it down to an algebraic equation, right? Just fill in those variables and you'll have the answer to the question. Is this freedom or not?
okay, so in this case, I don't want to have this freedom, or or live in this freedom.
Which freedom?
This freedom, like even the people who wants to, like imagine, I don't want to be a German when the SS sign is legal to have in Germany.
You don't want to live in Germany
To be a German.
to be a German.
Not living. I can be even.
When it is legal to wear the SS sign.
Yes.
So you want to live in a Germany where someone will kill you if you wear the SS sign.
Yes, I would say yeah, because you arrest people. What if they don't want to? So at the end you will kill them. Yes, it's right.
Now you're getting to some kind of personal value claim. You're saying, okay, in some cases it's bad to be free. That's what you're saying
Yes.
now, right?
Yes.
Okay. How do you decide what the right cases are to be free or not might be?
It's a good question. One of them can be election or referendum or the
Democracy?
yes.
Majority rule? If the majority of people say that it's bad to be free in this way, then we shouldn't be free in this way?
Yes.
But you just said you don't like democracy.
I didn't know what that like this description of democracy. Maybe I want to have. Like I want to. No, I don't want to. Like in this case, I would say Iranian has democracy because majority are okay with hijab. Right now, maybe not.
Okay.
But 10 years ago, they were like, okay, I can handle
So the
this.
majority of the people were okay with threatening to kill women who don't cover up their head in public. Yes?
Yeah. So because of
So
that, they
that's-
could survive.
That's an example of non-freedom. Through democratic rule, the majority agreed upon this, right? And now you're saying, well, that's wrong, right? That's what you're saying. You disagree with the hijab policy of the majority in Iran, yes?
What?
You disagree with the hijab policy by the majority in Iran. You think it is wrong for them to force women to wear hijabs, yes? Is that your position?
Yes.
Okay.
But not the only.
But it is right for Germans to force people not to wear an SS sign.
Yes.
So both of those are examples of non-freedom, forcing people to act a certain way. You say one is good and one is bad. Why?
Uh-huh. And okay, why the SS are bad? So why?
I know that the organization, the SS, is bad because they did bad things.
Okay.
Why is it bad to wear a sign that says SS?
Because it means like you are still wants to keep this bad ideology. Maybe in future you wants to do
So
the
they
same
say
or worse.
having the wrong ideology is bad and we should force them to have the right ideology. Is that what you're saying? You know, I just saw a movie that had a very dramatic demonstration of this.
What?
You were there.
Yeah, 2 + 2 is 4.
2 + 2 is, I don't know, 5, 3?
Okay, it's
27?
exactly for me. Like
The movie was 1984.
I want to ask, like the Muslim attack my liberal kingdom empire government in 1400 years ago until today. Those people learned how to speak in Persian. Now they speak in Persian and they say we are Iranian, but they took over my liberal and my freedom and my culture in the land that it was belong to us. Now, this is the question. And 45 years ago, again, those people, when the country was liberal, democracy, secular, took over the country and forced, take it back again to the Islamic rules, like 1400 years ago. This is my question of myself and Iranian. And force is exactly that you describe is like put a gun in your head or something. The weapon in that century. Like take your life. Should or can these people have these sign in the land that they took it? It was not belong to them actually. They have their land. Can they wear hijab or any sign of these things in my land? And take again my
Is
land?
it your land?
Yes, it's mine.
It's yours? Okay, so will you kill someone if they're wearing the wrong clothing or holding the wrong sign? Will you kill someone if they're wearing the wrong clothing or holding the wrong sign?
I don't know yet.
Do you think that's morally justified?
What is justified?
Valid. Is it a valid moral choice to kill someone because they're wearing an article of clothing you don't approve?
I don't want to kill anyone.
Okay, but that's what you're saying.
No, they killed us.
No. Yes, okay, I'm not disagreeing with the historical facts. I'm not talking about your position on a present matter.
Yeah, exactly, you're right. My question is like, Amir, do you want to kill somebody because they want to kill your family, rape your family?
No, that's different. Wanting to kill someone who is intending to harm you is self-defense.
Okay, but...
Well, holding a sign or wearing a piece of clothing is not the same thing. Do you see that?
No. Those people with the same hijab came to our house, killed, raped, take our lands, and...
Someone give me a piece of paper. I'm going to write down the letters S and S, and I'm going to put it on my forehead. And so, by your logic, if I do that, it's morally justifiable to kill me because you think I'm going to kill you. Yes?
Because your parents did, for example.
Okay, so if I hold up a piece of paper that says SS, you now think that you are just acting in self-defense if you murder me right now.
What if I have enough power and enough majority to arrest you, not kill you, and never put this punishment? Like we won't kill a person just in Germany because they wear or they have a sign of SS, but we will arrest them. Anything except killing.
Okay. What do you do with someone who resists being arrested?
Huh?
Okay. You say, don't worry, Gregory, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to handcuff you and throw you in a prison cell. Okay, let's go, Gregory. And I say, no. What do you do then?
Okay, so if you're a policeman, normally they don't ask you, they force you.
How do they do that? What do they just ask by the second time? Do they say, pretty please come with me?
No, by the law, they show you.
What do they do?
By the law, and
why do they kill me? What do they do? Describe it to me.
Take your hands and...
And what if I punch them in the face? And what?
You mean you want to know at the end, or even you have a gun, they shoot you, so they kill you.
Okay, so all forms of force logically extended are equivalent to murder.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because if you keep resisting force, the outcome is your death. They will kill you. Yes?
Yes.
Unless they say, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to kill you over this. You keep doing whatever you want. Right?
Yeah.
But they don't do that, do they?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a gun to kill, not for massaging the people. So it means if at the end, I don't have any choice, the policemen have a gun to kill.
So forcing you by arresting you is equivalent to forcing you by killing you. It's just an extended... Yes? Okay, can we agree on that?
Yes. Probably they have this permission to kill.
Yes.
If they can.
You have no idea how many people I have tried to ask that question to who could not answer the question. What do they do to me if I resist being arrested? They just arrest you harder. They would never kill you for something like that. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? What if I was really, really good at resisting being arrested? What if I just said no over and over again? You sure they wouldn't eventually kill me? People can't answer that kind of question. They don't want to think that way.
No, they will kill you. Yeah,
of course they will.
I have a question for Amir. If I am wearing a SS, but I don't know the meaning of it, I just wear it by some occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there is a clothes and I'm very cold, I put it on. How about this
Like,
situation?
no idea, like zero or just 1%. Okay, SS was belong to Germany, but I don't know exactly why they did.
So yeah, this is the
Elite-
question. You will never know what's the real answer.
This actually happened in the movie The Pianist, the one about the Jewish piano player. One of the final scenes in the movie, he's been like hiding from Nazis the whole time, and now it's like winter and the war is ending and the Nazis are like retreating and the Allies are coming to save people like him, and it's freezing cold, so he puts on a Nazi officer coat or something, and one of the Allied soldiers starts shooting at him. He's like, "What the fuck? I'm Polish. What are you doing?" He's like, "Why are you wearing the fucking coat?" He's like, "It's cold. It's freezing. I was cold."
Yeah. And yeah, so this is the point I want to say. Just you never know what's the real thoughts of a person, right? You can never know. Even sometimes I don't know my real thoughts. I know what am I really thinking about in my deep mind. And this is the first point. And the second, I don't think people should be forced to have a great heart, because the great is a kind of stand for and the principles which are built by some people, and who can do that?
Okay, so I want to kick out of this house and I want to burn the American flag. Can I?
Whose house is it?
You.
Okay.
Exactly, I'm saying I'm Iranian and Iranian never
Iran
had
belong to
hijab.
you?
Huh?
Does Iran belong to you? Is it your property? Do you own it? Do you get to make the rules in the whole country because you are of Iranian descent? Is that how it works?
What?
And do you own Iran in the way that I own this house simply because you are of Iranian descent?
What is this?
Your ancestors, your genes.
Yes.
Yes, you own Iran? Yes, you do. In the same way that I own this house.
Yes.
So then by that logic, the people enforcing the hijabs also own Iran because they are also just as Iranian as you are, aren't they?
No, they are not.
If you asked the average Iranian, you said the majority would support the
And
hijab.
the majority are not Iranian. This is the problem. So how a dictatorship can stay in my land, a liberal land? This is not, I cannot understand. I want to say, like all American are proud the values of Americans and everything about the liberalization.
Liberation?
Liberalization, maybe. Are all of them proud of that?
Are all Americans proud of that?
Yeah.
No.
So can you imagine one day, by the referendum, you back to Britain Empire? Of course, it's possible. But can you call all those people American?
Okay, you're conflating terms, which is why we're not really getting anywhere.
I want to say the enemy of I am speaking with you. I don't know about the Chinese history, but I want to say you cannot accept my enemy perspective and everything. But I can tell you an example that maybe you can understand. Is it possible in Texas, ask them or give them a referendum in election 2028, next election? Okay. Maybe also the people of Texas wants to back to the Britain Empire.
Okay.
Is it possible to have this referendum without big protests, include the shooting and the
We would say it's extremely unlikely, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What is the point?
Okay, I want to say, what if 90% or majority say, yes, we want to back to America, Britain Empire? Can you call those people American, the people from United States of America?
You're conflating terms. You're talking about the...
Okay, just answer my question, and after that I can explain you how they are connected together.
They are American citizens.
American citizens from Texas, they want to, in a referendum, back to Britain Empire.
And I guess they would be British citizens after that.
Okay, so they are not American anymore.
But until that point, you're talking about the ideology that originated But you're talking about the ideology of freedom, of liberty. So you were saying they would be acting in a way that is characteristically un-American, but they would still be American citizens.
Okay, so Islam was like.
So in the same way, I live in the country Armenia, but in many ways, I am the exact opposite of an Armenian. In many, many ways, I believe the exact opposite of what they do. Yet I own a house and I am a citizen of Armenia.
Exactly.
How do you explain that?
Because your gene is Armenian, but American, it was not by the genes. It was.
I'm 1/4 Armenian. I'm barely Armenian. Even if I weren't, what fucking difference would it make? Are you saying that my claim as the owner of this house would not be valid if I didn't have an Armenian grandmother? Is that what you're telling me right now?
What?
My claim as the owner of this house would not be valid if I did not have an Armenian grandmother. That's what you're saying. That I am only the legal and moral owner of this house because I have 25% Armenian.
No, your house, yes, but the Armenian, the village, the public.
I don't own the village. Who the fuck said I own the village? You hear me say that?
I want to say, like the house, it can be a example of a country, but now I don't care. The Muslim in Iran wear hijab in their house, they are free. But what about the public? Can they?
The question you're asking is who owns the public?
Who's the one? Yes,
The government.
Thank you. Oh, yes.
When you say public, you mean government owned. That's
Yes,
what public.
definitely, you are right.
This only belongs to everyone. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I want to say we have some countries and we are confused about it. Some countries which made by ideology or mindset, and some countries which made by the genes, like Armenians, which genetically they are Armenians.
Okay.
So Iran was not genetically, like it was not a country by genetic gene. It was a country by a mindset.
If enough people who are closely genetically related to you decide that all women should have to wear hijabs, is it okay then?
What?
If enough people who are closely genetically related to you decide that all women should have to wear hijabs or we will kill them, is that okay then?
No, definitely not.
Okay. So do the genes of the person taking away the freedom matter in the analysis whatsoever?
Actually, I didn't get sorry.
Okay. Go back to our equation. If you do X that I don't want to do, I will murder you. That's not freedom, that's force, right?
No, I don't want to murder them.
Okay.
I want to ask them to leave the country.
And if they say no?
Yes, again, you're right.
Okay.
Yes.
We're getting there. Slowly, we're getting there.
So this is my question of myself. Should Iranians accept, I don't want to say me, these Iranians with my mindset, should we kill them? There is no choice to be Iranian in Iran?
Is somebody directly threatening you? Is it an act of
Yes,
self-defense? Are they
Muslim.
trying to kill you?
Muslim did.
Yeah, okay, then I would say killing them is an act of self-defense if they're trying to kill you.
Okay, this is my
But
question.
that's not what we've been talking about until now. You were just saying, oh, I want them to get the fuck out of my country because it's mine. I decided it's my country.
No, they can be in my country, but without the sign of the enemy of my country.
So you will kill someone if they wear the wrong clothing or hold the wrong sign.
Not wrong clothing. Wear something by the name of hijab.
Okay. You will kill someone if they wear the wrong clothing.
I cannot say something I will kill. I can be arrest. I prefer to arrest them by the
And if
law.
they say no, please no. I would not
Okay,
want
it's
to
up to the policeman.
Okay.
If I am
So
a
you will
policeman,
appoint a policeman who is funded with your tax money to kill someone on your behalf.
huh?
You will appoint a policeman who is funded with your tax money to kill someone on your behalf because you don't want to have to kill him yourself.
Kill like at the end option. Maybe I don't know about the police rules, but if the end option, the last option, is for them to kill, okay.
Yes. So you,
But by the law, like they should
kill
prove
people who
that
wear the wrong clothing.
Like by proving that.
do you agree with my logical assessment so far that Amir has admitted he wants to kill people for wearing the wrong clothing?
I want to ask.
Everybody else do that? Reach the same logical
I want to
conclusion?
ask.
Okay.
I don't know yet, but if there is a law, which law said you cannot wear hijab and you will arrest it. So if you want to fight with policeman and policeman can prove that the person who wants to kill me because I want to arrest them by the law, and I didn't had any choices, so it was my gun and like just saved my life as a policeman because they don't let me to arrest them legally.
Right? I didn't say anything about the law. I simply said, are you morally okay with killing someone because they wear the wrong clothing?
Are you okay to kill the Hitlers and SS? Like,
I would kill Hitler in defense of myself or another person, not because he wore the wrong clothing. That's different.
no, the clothes was part
Hitler
of the...
killed 6 million Jews. That's why I would kill Hitler. Not
Okay, but why they have a uniform? Like it's showing like this is our mindset. They could be have a purple, yellow, green.
Okay.
They have all SS uniforms.
So you will kill someone if you believe they intend to harm you.
No, history in Second World War, our parents, they did. American did.
I'm asking about you. Would you kill someone?
Am I a policeman and is there any law that lets me to do?
I didn't say anything about being a policeman. I didn't say anything
No,
about
I don't
the law.
want to.
simply
I
said,
don't
would
want
you
to
kill
do that as a citizen without any
So if
permission.
someone gave you a job title and like a business card
What
that
is
says,
it?
I'm allowed to kill you.
Okay, your job is a policeman or
Yeah,
army.
essentially, a policeman is a man with a business
And
card
is
that
it
says, I'm allowed to
legal?
kill you.
Is it legal? I want to say I am a policeman. No. Oh, you are right. Yes, it was by the
So the point
certain.
is the law.
The vast majority of the murders that have happened in human history have been legal. The law is not a measure of what is moral.
You are right. You are right.
I mean,
Okay,
illegal crime is really such a tiny thing. If you think you're like,
I got-
how many people could you kill if you broke into a different person's house every night and murdered their entire family? How many people do you think you could kill? Hundreds?
Yes.
1,000 if you were really good at it, right? Okay. Could you kill 6 million people by breaking into their houses and murdering their family as a private criminal who's breaking the law?
Yeah, I got. It was the Germans or SS or so Hitler soldiers legally killed the Jews, but it was dramatic.
Notice in my assessment where I said I would kill Hitler to stop him from killing 6 million Jews, I never stopped to ask, well, wait, is he killing them legally? Because that's different. Maybe I'd let him do it if it were legal for him to kill 6 million Jews. Nobody told me that it was legal. That means it's okay now. Okay, go ahead, Hitler. It's legal.
So you are saying that until the Muslim don't want to kill Iranian, the Iranian Muslim, we have this new mindset in Iran now. Iranian Muslim, until they don't want to kill not Muslim Iranian, they are free to live in Iran.
Sure, I fully understand your question, but if nobody is intending to harm you, any harm you cause to them is not an act of self-defense. Can you see how that's true?
So what 45 years ago they did? And still they are involved.
We've got to sort that out with the people who hurt you 45 years ago. Like that's a personal.
No, but they never left the country.
Okay.
They are there. They still there.
First of all, remember you don't own the country, right?
Huh?
I own this house, but I don't own Armenia. Well, there's a difference, right? I live in Armenia. I don't own Armenia, right? So I'm allowed to say who can come in my house, but I'm not allowed to say who can come in Armenia because I don't own Armenia, right? In the same way, as much as you like to think you do, you don't own Iran, right?
But I am the citizen of Iran.
Okay, I'm a citizen of Armenia. Does it
Okay.
matter Armenia?
Okay, but I want to say how long we should stop watching them, like just watching them, and how long we should watching them. They are killing us by.
Are they still killing you or intending to kill you?
Yes.
Okay, then you have a problem. Then you have someone
And they are majority now.
who's trying to
But
enforce.
they are majority now.
Okay.
This is the point.
Yeah. Okay.
But not killing, unfortunately, by watching to killed by the extremes. You know, for me it was like I had the vision like, imagine one day you have a religion, I don't want to say Islam, zombies religion, and you have a book, and some extreme zombies or extreme zombies, coming here and start to collect the people and say we should kill them, and the proof is in the book. So during that they are the extreme zombies cutting the head of the humans, other zombies don't kill, don't touch them, the humans, but they are reading the books and the page that because of that they have this right to kill the humans. So can I say I hate those people who are zombies because they start to watching the pages or reading the pages because the extreme zombies give them, like, because of this page I can kill them. They reading this, are they the allies or the friends of the extreme zombies, and all of them are zombie for me?
Okay. I would probably not want to associate with someone who thought it was okay to kill me.
Huh?
But you're asking me, right? Even if they're not actively doing the killing, if they condone the killing, if they think it's okay to do the killing, then I would not want to associate with such a person. Is that what you're asking me?
No, I didn't get right.
I would not be friends with someone who thought it was okay to kill me. What are you asking me?
I am saying
Are you saying, should you kill them? What are you talking about?
Yeah, in your point is like arresting is equal to killing.
Yeah.
Forcing is
At what
equal
point
to
does it
killing.
become appropriate to use force against another person? That's the whole conversation we've been having this whole goddamn time. Every single example you can come up with is going to come down to that question. At what point does it become appropriate to use force against another person? And what is force? The removal of choice.
Yeah, and it can be I can choose to not let you and killed, or let you and forced by you. So I don't know. This is my question.
I know. I've already given you the answer several times.
What was
Then they're trying to force you.
Okay.
And they're trying to remove your choice. You remove their choice to remove your choice.
So
And you help self-defense. If someone wants to kill me and I kill him instead, all I've done is protect my ability to choose.
So it means I should, by self-defense, do some act and against my family, my friends, my girlfriend.
I'm saying I would consider that morally permissible. Not saying you should or shouldn't do anything.
And it's sad for me.
Why?
Because by my faults, I got friend with them. And now I have some emotion about them. And now I should protect myself.
Tell me what started this conversation, this thought process in your head, Amir, because there's something
My
you're not
best
telling us.
friend against hijab, which is not Iranian's problem. We never was Muslim, so be against something. It was some barbaric, uncivilized Arabs start to do that, and yeah. Now wearing hijab, that person who
A
was
good friend of yours who was previously against hijabs is now
yeah,
wearing a hijab.
yeah,
Okay, and how did that make you feel?
feel like what should be your consequence?
Did you ask this person why they're wearing a hijab?
No, not yet. I will.
Okay. Is it possible they just felt like wearing a hijab?
Huh?
Is it possible they just felt like wearing a hijab? Maybe it was cold or something.
No. It was Islamic hijab.
Okay.
You know, you cannot say hijab by a dress. It's a ideologic. You can have a different things, but not hijab. And also, they don't count it as a hijab. And the Islamic hijab. So it was Islamic hijab.
Okay.
And actually, hijab is Islamic word. Like you can have a dress.
What is your assessment of this situation? Are they being forced at gunpoint to wear it, or have they suddenly decided hijabs are great and all women should wear them? What do you think is happening in this person's head?
The memories of the childhood, because her childhood was full of Islamic history and funs and fantasies and everything. Like probably Muslim have some dances, culture, something nice. They love it. I don't care. And so it was part of this. She did.
So
I don't know.
Cultural pressures to conform? maybe?
I don't care what is the Muslims' mindset that they accept for 14th century to wearing hijab. I am not a Muslim or Arab. I cannot understand, like, okay, my expectation was that because that person speaking Persian and has the Iranian citizenship, so she is a Iranian with all Iranian values. And now I figured out, oops, no.
Okay. Well, before you jump to any conclusions about this person's fundamental values changing, maybe you should ask them why they're wearing a hijab.
Because they are Muslim.
Maybe they're afraid.
This is my point. There are some Iranian.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who led them to be Iranian because of they were.
But you gave the example that she went into a mosque of her own volition, of her own choice.
The mosque is the sign of the enemy's house for Iranian.
I don't know. You're just saying she chose to go into this place and chose to respect the customs of someone else's property while she was there. That's what I heard you say. She chose to wear a hijab while voluntarily visiting a mosque.
Exactly.
Right.
Nobody forced her.
Okay.
This is my question. Like, oh my God, a person who said, I am the fighter for liberty and not wearing hijab and blah, 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 blah. Now I am realizing that they are actually some Arabs or some other people or some anything except Iranian, which wants to fight for something that they want. But everything except Iranians' ideology or mindset. So, this is my question of myself. What should be my treat with them in future in Iran, in my country? Should I live with them with happiness? Should I just ignore them? If I am a policeman and law led me to arrest them, should I arrest them? Like, what the fuck? So, this is for me is like, just as an example, sorry for that, but this is the only thing that came to my mind. I am a German American and my country, Germany, start a war against humanity by a leadership that his name is Hitler. So I should back with American military kill my citizens. They are Germans. I am a German also.
Okay.
So the decision is hard for me, but it's clear. Just hard, just sad, but clear.
Okay. And so in that case, you more
Not clear, sorry. It's still not clear. Like, if it was clear, so why I'm asking the person?
I would say that should be very clear. Some people from the same country as you are trying to kill 6 million Jews. Whose side are you on? Who's right?
No, I am.
Is it wrong for people from the same country as you to kill 6 million Jews?
What?
Okay, let me start with an easier question. Is it wrong for people from a different country than you to kill 6 million Jews? Is that right or wrong morally?
Definitely wrong.
Okay, now just change. People from the same country as you. Is it now morally right or wrong if people from the same country as you want to kill 6 million Jews? Has anything changed about the analysis?
Sorry, it was very fast.
Okay, start over. We've agreed it is wrong for people from a different country than you to try to murder 6 million Jews, right?
For example,
Everybody in the room agree with that statement that it is wrong for someone from a different country than you to try to murder 6 million Jews. Yes?
you mean wrong like
Morally wrong.
Yeah, morally wrong. And if I had a gun, I would defend the Jews. Yes.
Okay.
I would.
Okay. Now, same question, except we're changing the country the person is from. Is it wrong for somebody from the same country as you to try to murder 6 million Jews?
Definitely wrong.
And still wrong, or has it suddenly become right?
Yeah, it's wrong. And if I had a gun, I could defend the Jews again.
Okay. So it doesn't sound like there's any moral conflict.
But I am defending the Jews, not zombies.
I can't keep up with your analogies.
No, Gerezan, the point is like sometimes zombies killing other zombies. I don't give a shit. But
No one is forcing you to care about the Jews. You don't have to go defend them if you don't want to.
these are humans. The Jews are humans.
Are you comparing the people you call zombies to animals, essentially? Like they're less than
No,
human, they don't
animals,
deserve
like-
human rights? What are you trying to say by calling them zombies?
Okay, what is a zombie? Like somebody who lost their mind. We can see them. They can walk, they run, they can see us, but there is nothing there. Like in the head, it's empty. And if a zombie bites you, you will get a zombie again. Like the things that
Are you talking about literal zombies now, or are you using this as some kind of metaphor? I can't tell.
No, the things that I saw in the movies, like, and there is now some animals that they had a sickness that they don't have.
Rabies?
Huh?
You talking about rabies? What?
Maybe not rabies.
Or are you using it?
No. I want to
like
say that
contagious ideologies, or what are you talking about?
bad people.
Okay,
Who?
do bad people exist? Yes. Okay, what's your point?
So if sometimes in a war bad people kill each other, should I care? Should I defend? Should I?
I would just compare it to like two gangs going to war with each other. Like,
Okay, like Second World War, it was the same.
yeah,
Like
I would say let them kill each other.
Okay, I don't know why America let help them. But this is my point. What if some bad people like Germans 80 years ago start to kill the Jews, millions and millions? Is it wrong? Yes. But when some bad people killing each other, is it wrong? It's not right, but it's not my business, you know?
Okay.
Or
And?
it should be my business. I don't know. Like America always said, it's our business that the European killing each other. We should stop them. Although all of them are zombies, bad people. I don't know. In general, I don't know now.
What this conversation was about hijabs. What are we talking about?
Okay, hijab is not something nice. It was the ideology of some uncivilized bad Arabs. Europeans use hijab as a cultural things. We use it as a bad memory of or a uniform of zombies who fight with our.
Okay. And do you think that that's what your friend would say about why she's wearing the hijab?
This is my question. Are they my friends?
Maybe you should ask.
Fuck me. Why I call them?
Maybe the situation is very different than you think it is.
Like what different? How different?
Maybe some people like wearing a hijab.
Okay.
Maybe it's a fashionable thing.
They can get back
I've never
to
worn a
the
hijab.
desert of Saudi Arabia. They have their land.
So you're saying
Or Mongolia.
if your friend likes wearing hijabs, she should go to Saudi Arabia.
They can come back as a tourist with the limitless time.
So if your friend doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, will you kill her?
I don't want to.
Will you? Or will you appoint a police officer with a fancy business card that says, I'm allowed to kill people, to kill her?
I'm thinking about this. I love this. Because of revenge and the agreement that exists in my heart because they killed my family. Maybe if my family never killed by these zombies Muslims, I didn't care. But now I am care. Maybe because of personal problem or maybe in general I care about liberty and freedom. I don't know. I cannot separate this. Am I enough wise? Or it's just because they did something against my family, now I hate them. And because my family, by my description, are liberal, maybe they weren't. Now I'm saying like we can do it because we are free liberal people, but we didn't. Yeah.
A very wise Jedi master once said that fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering.
And I am suffering actually, yes.
And I believe what he meant by that was once you become afraid and then full of anger and hatred, even if it's justified, even if you have a very good reason to be angry and hateful, it will prevent you from thinking clearly. And you will express that anger and that hatred towards people who do not deserve it. You just said you would consider killing your friend if she wanted to wear a hijab and not go to Saudi Arabia.
You are saying that, but I guess it will happen maybe. I don't want to say that I will kill them yet. If I want to kill them one day in front of the camera, I will say. But
You know, you're starting to sound an awful lot like the very people that you are calling your enemy. The people that you are arguing against, the actions you're describing that you might take sound a lot like the kinds of actions they take.
what? Sorry. My mind is stuck in the last conversation. Sorry. I have this problem.
If once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Consume you it will, said the same Jedi Master. Let's just be glad we're watching Star Wars tonight. That's all I can say about this.
Yeah. Yes.
You're becoming the very thing you swore to destroy.
Huh? It was few words that I didn't know. Oh my God.
You hate some people, and now if you take some actions like this or thinking in this way, you are become this kind of people you hate.
Yes.
That's what you're doing, Amir.
Yes, and my question is like, what should I do to not have this future? They are killing us and killing us and killing us, and they don't one day, like these people from Gaza, they said, we will do again this October 7th if we have enough power again. And my question is like, what should I do?
You
I don't.
defend yourself and you defend others and
What
you live
are you-
virtuously without surrendering to hatred.
Are you saying that
negative bullshit?
at the end, are you saying like self-defense, it means like I should kill them?
If necessary, but you shouldn't
But
do it
necessary,
with a
okay.
heart full of rage and
No.
hatred and
They want to, okay, here, they want to kill me. And they kill my brother, and I run, and now they are texting me like, you run, it was well done, but next time we will kill you. Should I buy a gun and by self-defense mindset kill them?
if necessary, yes.
What is necessary?
If that is the only way to defend yourself, and the
Defend my
people
life,
you care
you know?
about, yes.
Yes, this
Yes.
is like they never accept that we should survive. We should.
But that's not the issue here. The issue is your state of mind while you do this, because that's what grows and spreads out of control and makes you start feeling justified in killing people who shouldn't be killed. I can tell you exactly why Hitler should have been killed, because he was trying to kill 6 million innocent people.
Okay, what if he wants to kill just one innocent?
Yes, then kill him. If that's what it takes to defend one innocent person. But that does not mean every person vaguely associated with Hitler and his ideology would do the same and deserves the same thing.
But a lot of German soldiers killed by the same reason.
Okay, so the German soldiers who would kill innocent people also deserve to die as self-defense.
But they are my friend. Imagine.
Are you saying that that's what you think your friend is doing because you saw one picture of her wearing a hijab in a mosque? That she is equivalent to German soldiers who carried out Hitler's orders? That's the problem.
Why?
Is you cannot clearly differentiate. Who deserves death as justice.
Why? So why? Okay, you judge.
It would be morally justifiable to kill your friend when she was trying to kill other innocent people.
No, okay. You are making something difficult which is not exist in reality, because we have a huge prisons with prisoners. So a lot of policemen could, like you want to say, if you want to arrest me, you want to kill me. No, it's not true. A lot of prisons arrest by the policeman without killing them.
Yeah.
I want to say they should arrest us and not
arrest
kill.
your friend and not do anything if she resists being arrested.
How many percent of them wants to? Okay, you
The
want.
reason they don't resist being arrested is because they don't want to be killed.
Okay, so you are
If they
saying.
thought they could get away with it, they would. The vast majority of people who get arrested would attempt not to get arrested if they thought it was possible not to get arrested. But because they know they will be killed or something worse will happen to them if they try to resist being arrested, they don't resist being arrested.
So you mean the killing people and arresting people is the same?
Yes, one is a logical consequence of the other.
Oh, for me it's not.
But you're wrong. That's the difference.
Okay, I can accept your mindset. But for me, the people who arrested and they are in a humanist situation in prison,
Are you saying your friend should be arrested because she wore a hijab in a
if
mosque?
they continue like this.
If your friend continues to wear a hijab in a mosque, she should be arrested and held captive in a prison cell until she agrees to stop wearing a hijab in a mosque.
Who am I? Am I a king or am I the hero?
You're Amir. You're having this conversation with me right now.
I have a Iran with a policeman, with a parliament, with a king. In that case, I am not deciding. I can have a one
So you're
vote.
appointing someone else to make this decision for you.
No, the people, the parliament.
The majority consensus.
Yes, for
Democracy.
majority, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Then this majority actually are disagree, so. But imagine the majority saying yes. So we should.
If somebody breaks into my house and it is clear that they intend to do me or the other people in my house harm, do you remember what I told you? When a woman wanted to come here and she was asking if we have separate guest rooms for men and women because she didn't want to share a room, sleep in the same room as a man. And I said to her, no, we're pretty free here. People just kind of sleep wherever they want. I said, I can understand your
But they are not
concern.
free to be naked.
No, right.
So free but limited.
Yes, because it's my house.
Yes, okay, yes.
And I said to her,
Free with your rules.
yeah, okay, because it's my house, my country.
Yes.
I said to her, I can understand why you might be uncomfortable that you're sharing a room with a strange man you don't know. And she said, yeah, I don't even want to take the chance that they might try to rape me or something. And I said to her, well, there's really very little chance of that happening. It's not strictly impossible, but then again, even if you were sleeping in a different room, it wouldn't be impossible that he could come into your room and rape you, or a man walking down the street could one day rape you. Who knows, right? Like all these things are possible, though unlikely, right? And I said to her, would it make you feel any better if I gave you my personal guarantee that if any man I bring into this house as a guest attempts to harm you in any way, I will personally end his life? And that wasn't me exaggerating. That wasn't me trying to be funny. That wasn't like any kind of statement, I'm so fucking tough. I threatened to kill someone, It was simply, to me, a very clear decision of what the appropriate consequence would be for somebody I bring into my house trying to sexually assault someone else I bring into my house. The appropriate outcome for that, to me, is death. And I would not feel bad at all about being the one to carry out that action. In fact, I would see it as my responsibility as the owner of this house who invited the potential rapist into my house. And I am not afraid to make that choice if it ever comes to that, by any means necessary, right? That's like a role I take on by bringing strangers into my house, because no matter how impressive you seem when we talk on the phone or something before you come here, I have no idea what crazy shit you might be capable of. I've known you almost a year, you still might be capable of shit that would surprise me, right? One of our previous guests said they had a problem with you. They said they didn't like you as a person. They thought you were dangerous or dirty or something. I'd only known you a few months at that point, and I said, well, he really doesn't seem like that kind of person to me, but like, maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe there's a side to him I don't know yet. Like, so tell me, like, what is he doing? Is he threatening you?
They said I'm dirty.
Yeah, and they couldn't give me a single example of anything you were actually doing.
It are dirty for them.
Right. So that's my point. That back then I couldn't be certain that you weren't the kind of person she thought you were, right? Even now, I've known you much longer now, I still can't be certain what kind of person you are, just as you cannot be certain what kind of person I am. You're all trusting me a lot, frankly, by coming into my house in an isolated location and putting a lot of power in my hands, right? And hopefully you're right. Hopefully I am the kind of person you think I am. But the same thing goes when I bring all of you here. Like, I have to assume some basic truths about all of you because I am taking a risk every time I bring a new person into my house that I do not know particularly well. And even people I have known for years have surprised me with the kinds of things they're capable of sometimes, right? So when I'm asking you these questions in a very personal way, like, would it be morally permissible to kill a person if they did this? I'm also asking, would you be willing to do this if you believe that it's the right thing to do? And you keep saying, well, a policeman can do it, or the president.
No, I am running.
You're saying, I don't want to make that decision. Someone in a higher
I am
position of authority
running
can do it
to answer correctly. I have my answer. You're right.
When we interviewed Martina, and she talked about killing the rabbit, right? One of the things that I said was, I think it's a very good idea for every meat eater, which is the majority of people, to take an animal's life and prepare its meat at least once in your life, to appreciate what it is you're doing. And if you're not willing to do that, if it makes you too uncomfortable, it's gross, or you can't picture the idea of taking an animal's life, maybe you shouldn't be eating meat. Because your actions are not congruent with your philosophy, right? If you think it is permissible to end an animal's life, to eat it, to sustain your own life, you should be willing to do that. Doesn't mean you have to be a butcher and do it every time you eat meat, but at the very least, you have to understand what it is you're condoning. So if you say, well, the police can arrest them or do whatever police do, you're condoning that action. You just don't want to be the one to get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
You're like the meat eater who would refuse to take a life. Yeah.
Definitely, you're right.
And that's the majority of people, isn't it? If you asked the majority of people who support various kinds of laws that are enforced with violence ultimately, if they support a law like they're against gay marriage, for instance, which was still a contentious thing in many places, but was a lot more contentious, a lot more debated maybe about 10, 15 years ago in America. If somebody says that they're against gay marriage, gays should not be allowed to get married, then ask them, would you kill a gay person if they got married? Would you kill them to prevent them from getting married? Would you assign a police officer to go kill them on your behalf if they tried to get married? Because that's what you're doing by making it illegal, isn't it? What's the logical difference?
You're right. We are playing by the words, and at the end, you're right.
Because I know what I would kill someone for. I'd kill someone if they tried to rape someone in my house, for instance. It's zero hesitation, zero conflict in me. I know that would be justified. And I wouldn't do that out of rage or hatred or any of that. It'd simply be, nope, that's wrong, you're done, bye. No, it's not acceptable. I have to take appropriate actions here now.
So what is your suggestion for me?
Think very, very carefully about the logical consequences of what you believe about people and how it's appropriate to treat them and how you make those distinctions. Because you are on the verge of making some very, very dangerous statements about someone that you care about, someone you even love, over what could be a very, very innocuous act that you understand very little about.
I think we, as an Iranian, we need to arrest, but you're saying kill or push back or whatever. I don't want to say at the end what is the consequence, killing or arresting or they take their freedom. But we should do it one time in the history and finish this war one time. Like not always, they are free to take my freedom. I don't want to go to their home, to their land, to their countries, and take their cultures. They are free to do it. But I don't want to also be like my last generations, always be nice with some people which raping us, killing us, arresting us, and take our freedom to be ourselves. Like I want to be a liberal freedom people with Iranian cultures, and they said, no, you cannot. So I should self-defense. I should do the self-defense.
I should defend myself.
Defend myself. But I'm not sure yet. But because the consequence that exists is like you are saying, actually, you are right. By killing. So you are saying even if you can arrest them, it's also killing. Okay, imagine for them is like, okay, if you arrest me, it's like killing me.
What you're saying is that you'd be willing to kill them if they refused to be arrested. That's what you're saying. You're one intermediary step before killing them.
Well, they don't want to. It's not working because the hateness will stay in that land.
What if a rapist comes into my house, he tries to rape one of my guests, and I say, hey, knock that off. If you continue that, I'm going to get real mad at you. I might even slap you. You knock that off. That's not okay in my house. I will politely ask you to leave if you continue trying to rape them.
Do you want to convince me to kill them?
No, I'm saying that is a clear example where I would be willing to escalate things to the logical extreme of killing them.
Okay,
justified.
rapers in Iran have a translation. It's Muslims. Muslims did, and they will doing, and in their book it exists.
So do you think your friend who wore the hijab wants to rape people?
No, but if there are people raped by extreme Muslim, they can just watch and don't care. I said, okay, actually in their Islam it's legal, so okay, do it. I don't want to, but you can do it. Exactly as the same people who eating meat but don't want to kill a rabbit. Like if you are eating meat, you are killing every day a rabbit or a chicken. So it doesn't matter, are you killing by your hands or not? Anyway, you are killing, so better to kill by yourself. So those people who are not killing, eating meat, they are saying, but we didn't touch the blood, we didn't kill, we are civilized people, we are so...
I would never kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of barbarian
Yeah,
think I am?
but I am eating 2 times more than you.
Butcher to kill
Like,
you.
I can-
Farmer to kill a cannibal for
I
me.
can eat 3 rabbits for lunch.
As long as someone else killed them.
Yes. So I want to say, those people, those Muslims who never touched a people like butt or ass or something, never raped, never arrested, but still they are Muslim. And one of the main mission of Muslim was to destroy Iranian by raping, killing, torturing, everything. They want to have this mission. It's not my problem. So for me, it doesn't matter, are you wearing hijab just for yourself, or are you wearing hijab as a Muslim policeman or woman? For me, it's like you are Muslim, your mission is to take.
Even if it's not somebody who would rape or would kill or would do any of the things that we all agree are bad things.
But they are okay to see it. They are okay to hear even an Iranian killed or executed because he said or she said, I want to be Iranian. They are okay, like, oh, again, this asshole exists. And the movies exist. A lot of doctors, a lot of people, a lot of engineer in 1979, they said, this Islamic government not killing enough these Iranians. But they also use, we are real Muslim Iranian. These pure Iranian should be killed more. Like, you are killing, like, the movies exist, I can show you. They are not killing enough, this original Iranian. If you give me my time to give me some advices or some alternatives, not killing the Muslim, any options.
The only thing I can tell you is to reflect on whether this overwhelming hatred will help you actually accomplish your goal of justice.
Okay, but the justice is killing some people.
Sometimes it is, yeah. But very, very selectively.
I don't want to kill my ex-girlfriend. I don't want to arrest
Sure, you
them.
say that now. What might she do tomorrow? They'll
Okay,
make
but you know, sometimes you are not sure, and I am that person right now.
Sometimes the people who seem closest to us and who love us the most can very, very quickly turn into the opposite of that.
Yes.
They can say they hate someone who very recently they claimed they loved.
Even they can kill you.
They can feel betrayed, or they can become overwhelmed by some kind of ideology or emotional instability that completely changes their opinion of you. And it's like, you don't even know who they fucking are anymore. Who is this new person that's in front of me now? Is this the same person that I met and bonded with or fell in love with or got to know so well? Who are they now? I don't recognize them anymore.
Hard question.
If something is right, it will still be right even if you aren't overflowing with hatred about this thing. If something is justice, it will remain justice. It will remain true and
Okay,
virtuous.
it's justice against Muslim in Iran is to arrest them. Okay, and you say kill them. Is this the justice for them?
If they intend to harm innocent people, yeah.
Yeah, they are, unfortunately.
Let's go watch Star Wars.
Yeah. Let's go.
Nobody tell them what it's about, though. We'll figure it out.
Thank you for your time. We had this conversation. You said,
Just ask, would I be able to kill my best friend or my mother or my girlfriend if they were a rapist and trying to rape people or otherwise harm
in your house.
in a way that I previously said would be deserving of death? Just stop a rapist. Would I still feel that way? Would I still carry out that action if it was someone I deeply cared about? Right? A brother, a mother, a girlfriend, whatever, right? And I said yes, but I would feel a lot more sad about it.
Sober.
Like if necessary, I would kill even the closest person in the world to me if the conditions made it necessary. If they became like a very bad person and I've seen people that I loved become very bad people, not on the level of a rapist, but certainly do things I never would have thought they would be capable of.
Yeah, we use it as the example. You don't want to say about the Starbucks? You'll be done once.
Just remember we had this conversation when you watched Star Wars. That's all.